4-2 Auburn, 2-4 Arkansas going head-to-head. This is SEC Network Football presented by Allstate. Both teams have been up and down so far this season. They're both trying to get on the right track and go in different ways to do so. Welcome, everybody. Tom Hart alongside Heisman Trophy winner Andre Ware. We start with Auburn. This is a team that's been a bit of a circus this season. They dismissed their leading receiver. They've changed quarterbacks. If they still want to make it to New Year's Day bowl game, they've got to get right. They think they did against Kentucky.
Yeah, they did. They think they finally found their stride offensively. How do you do that? Tempo and explosive plays is what Gus Malzahn told us last night. Took care of the football. They were explosive on offense. Look for them today to really press the gas against Arkansas and forcing plays of 20 yards or more.
And clock's ticking on this program. Brett Bielema's squad needs to win 4 of 6 to be bowl eligible. The rest of their season starts today.
Yeah, it really does. Important game for Brett Bielema. They feel like if they can run the football, control the game, get themselves off to a good start, they're in a position to win this game against Auburn today.
It's a clash of styles, both on the field and on the sideline. No return for Arkansas. We see the Razorbacks offense first in their power running game. For more on that, let's go down to the field and say good morning to Kevin Weidel.
Thanks, Tom. You look at Arkansas trying to establish a run game. They're going to run behind Alex Collins, the running back. 5'11", 215 pounds. You love this guy's feet, his lateral agility, the ability to string together multiple cuts and make defenders miss. One thing to keep an eye out for today, the cutbacks from Collins. Has excellent vision, does a great job of setting up blocks. Look for Arkansas to ride Collins heavy today.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a guy that you give it to him. All he needs is a small crease, and he can hit the home run for you.
He's now their primary back after the loss of Jonathan Williams in the offseason to a foot injury. And here he is on first down, powering his way against the Auburn defense for a gain of 3. Let's take a look at the starters for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, they're going to throw the ball, run the football first, play action off that, and they'll be looking to get the ball to Drew Morgan as well. Just raise up, give it to him. Those quick little bubble screens, he'll be involved in those. And Hunter Henry, one of the best tight ends in the entire country. Look for him to get his hands on the football throughout this one today.
Morgan lined up left side right on the logo. He's turned into one of the best receivers in the country over the last 5 weeks. Allen looks that way, now goes over the middle to his tight end, and that's good for an Arkansas first down. First catch and first target to Hunter Henry. And now the starters on the defensive side for Auburn.
They're going to try to pressure Brandon Allen. How do they do it? Montravius Adams in the middle, right up front in that 4-man front for Will Muschamp, along with Casanova McKenzie, who'll double as an outside linebacker slash defensive end in obvious passing situations.
Out of the I formation now, Chris Jones is the fullback. 2 tight ends on the field for Arkansas. And the toss to Alex Collins. He's got a little bit of room. And Auburn's defense has been sliced and diced by opposing running backs all season long. It started with Lamar Jackson in Louisville. Everyone's had big games against him.
And they got a nice block inside. And he has such good vision that Kevin talked about, able to just turn the corner and turn the first down into a second down and short, which is where Arkansas, with his running game, wants to live. They get themselves in trouble, Tom, when they're in second and long, third and long, and allowing a defense to pin its ears back and come after Brandon Allen.
Collins set back deep. 2 tight ends. Collins trying to muscle his way through, and he finds 2. Needed 3.5 for the first down. Casanova McKenzie getting the start at linebacker. Came up to make the stop. Auburn doesn't anticipate being in their nickel package very often today, so base formation with McKenzie on the field at linebacker.
Yeah, they'll drop him down as a defensive end, especially in passing situations when they want to get after the quarterback. Casanova McKenzie, an excellent pass rusher with 3 sacks on the season already for Auburn.
Arkansas might run in this situation. On 3rd and 1, Auburn has given up 5.5 yards a carry. They've been diced. Now they're going to go play action. Allen goes over the middle. That's Hunter Henry. Second target. Second catch and another Arkansas first down. That one goes for 22.
Excellent job with the play fake. Everybody's thinking Collins on 3rd down and short. Watch the linebackers. They step up. It gives Brandon Allen a nice little window to Hunter Henry to complete it for the first down. Linebackers come up. It just takes a split second. And if the timing's there, you're going to have your tight end wide open, as Hunter Henry was on that play.
Henry, the 5th most targeted tight end in the FBS. Riley Williams in at tailback. Play action to him. Allen looking deep again. It's Henry again. He's roaming free. Third catch, that one for 23.
A nice job again with a play fake. First down. Tendencies for Arkansas to run the football. But when you show the play action, linebackers bite. He actually had his choice of Hunter Henry or Drew Morgan there.
Henry already with 51 yards receiving. All three attempts from Brandon Allen have gone to the big tight end. We talked with Dan Enos, the offensive coordinator. He said, of course, we want to target him more. We've looked for him all season. We just haven't been able to get him the ball with any consistency. Here's Williams' first touch. No, end around. This is Dominic Reed, and he's got it inside the pylon. 11-yard run for Dominic Reed.
Oh, what a block by Jeremy Sprinkle, number 83. That allowed Dominic Reed to turn the corner. Now, what a nice read on the part of Dominic Reed as well. You see the backside of a blocker. That's where you take the run. If it's inside, you cut it inside. That time, the backside of Sprinkle was pointed towards the sideline. You'll see, once we replay this, how Dominic Reed reads the block of Sprinkle.
Snap was a little wide. Cole Hedlund able to punch it through. Matt Emmerich, the holder, corrected it. Arkansas's opening drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. 3:27 off the clock. After 3 completions to Henry, they go to Dominic Reed on the jet sweep for a score. Arkansas scoring on its opening drive.
Yeah, excellent job here. You're going to get a post route by Drew Morgan and a corner route by Hunter Henry. Watch the play fake, the linebackers step up, and then now you've got 1 and 2. He actually had a touchdown had he gone inside to Drew Morgan. He actually squeezes it into Hunter Henry, and then watch the block of Jeremy Sprinkle here up top. A nice reach block in space. That frees up Dominic Reed right here. That's a nice job of turning him inside. Dominic Reed reads it perfectly to turn up the sideline and get in the end zone. 2 nice plays back-to-back by Arkansas.
Short kick. Auburn's one of the best kick return teams in the SEC. Arkansas respects that and won't give him a chance for a return.
You know, and Tom, on that pass to Hunter Henry, the significance there is it keeps Auburn off balance because it was a first down pass. You're thinking Arkansas, power running game, they're going to come downhill at me on first down. And when you show it, the linebacker step up, it just created a huge hole on the back end of Auburn's defense.
Well, there's a hole at quarterback through the first few weeks for Auburn this season. Sean White has taken over. He had an effective and efficient start against Kentucky, 17 of 27, 255 yards, second most passing yards for an Auburn freshman in an SEC game behind Stan White's performance against Tennessee in 1990. Peyton Barber is his running back. White hands it off on the jet sweep. This is Stanton Truitt, and Truitt with a gain of 5. Rohan Gaines with the stop. Here are the starters on offense for this quick-tempo Auburn offense.
Yeah, and already you see how important Rohan Gaines is. But Auburn, Peyton Barber, as you mentioned, they want to pound it with him inside between the tackles, a guy that gets better as the game goes. And Ricardo Lewis has really stepped up in the absence of Duke Williams at receiver.
Austin Goldson, first-year starter at center. White flips it out for the bubble screen to Marcus Davis. He picks up 1. And now the starters on the defensive side for Arkansas.
Yeah, Rohan Gaines made the first tackle, senior leader, the quarterback of the secondary, and then they do it all. Glue of this defense, Brooks Ellis in the middle, a sideline-to-sideline player, so thought of that he's a team captain as a junior.
Arkansas runs in its nickel package up front. Dietrich Wise and Mitchell Lavin, good pass rushers on the line for the Razorbacks. Actually 6 defensive backs out here right now for the Hogs. 3rd and 4.
Big down here for Sean White to keep Arkansas off the field.
Sean White stands tall again. And that one's another drop.
Wow.
Off the hands of Tony Stevens. 4 drops for the Auburn offense and the receivers thus far today. That will bring the punting team on the field.
Oh, Lewis Stevens, you got to have somebody help you out. And it's not showing up in the stats of Sean White, but I thought he's been extremely accurate in the downfield throws to Ricardo Lewis. That one on 3rd down, a little high, but still, you should catch that football if you're any type of receiver. Stevens is going to wish he had that one back studying the film tomorrow.
Second punt for Kevin Phillips. DJ Dean stands at his 30. Great hang time again. Takes a sideways hop. And it's down at the 39-yard line, 36-yard punt. Homecoming for Gus Malzahn. 14 seasons as a high school coach here in Arkansas, 3 state titles. He started his high school coaching career on the other side of the state at Hughes, Arkansas, where of all things, he was the defensive coordinator. Arkansas OC here in 2006 before moving on to Tulsa, heading back to Auburn as the OC in 2009 and the head coach a remarkable 2013 season. He was the honorary coin flipper last night at Springdale High School. They honored the 2005 team. He wasn't much luck. They lost to Northside out of Fort Smith 34-17. Here's Brandon Allen on the run. Leaping grab made. Jonathan Jones had the coverage. They say he was out of bounds. Shoved Drew Morgan across the sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, they talked about wanting to get the ball to Drew Morgan. He has some speed, and it's dependable hands. Get the ball in his hands as much as possible. It's with Dominic Reed, though, who's really surprised here early as a receiver for Brandon Allen. Has really stepped up, waiting on somebody to really step up in the absence of Keon Hatcher, who was just about automatic on 3rd down for Arkansas.
Morgan since September 17th, one of the top receivers in the country. Here's Collins. As juke. Oh, and then to power. Wow, taking it to midfield. And a little wobbly getting up is Trey Matthews. Gain of 9.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I've seen that nastiness from Alex Collins. Watch him turn the corner. Nice kick out block by Denver Kirkland, the left tackle. Watch Kirkland work in space, and then the finish here by Alex Collins.
Well, Matthews took a lick. Let's check in with Kevin.
Yeah, Andre, the finish by Collins, very determined runner. One thing you see on his tape as well, the pride he takes in pass pro, which is huge in evaluation of running backs.
Well, that one was just short of a first down, now 3rd and 1. 15% of his career carries have covered 10 yards or
Love
more.
it.
Now quarterback sneak, Brandon Allen.
Love it.
Under center made it possible.
Love the play. Love the play call. Forget taking it back 7, 8 yards deep. Just allow quarterback behind that big offensive line to get himself in there. There's no sugarcoating what they want to do. They're coming downhill with this big group right here.
Biggest offensive line in all of football, including the NFL. The tackles Kirkland and Skipper combined 1,600 snaps of experience last season. Here's Williams, cuts it back. And the Arkansas running game having success again today. Gain of 8 that time for Raleigh Williams, a freshman out of Dallas.
What a nice play fake here by Brandon Allen. He's going to fake a throw out to his left. Watch the flow here by defenders. He fakes it, watch the flow go with the fake, and it just takes one false step. All of a sudden, that gives Mitch Smothers, the center, the angle block in which he needs to help Riley Williams get himself turned upfield.
2 good running teams. Arkansas has outgained Auburn on the ground thus far, 56-3. Williams trying to knife his way through for the first down, maybe just short.
Another true freshman getting some time. 5 carries a week ago, just 10 yards. He's got deceptive speed. He plays, the more he plays, the more comfortable he gets, runs with that low center of gravity where, you know, all of a sudden he'll engage it. Tough to bring down because you really can't get him around the legs.
Arkansas facing its 4th 3rd and 1 of the game. They've converted the first 3, and they haven't been close. We've got 1 quarter in the books here in Fayetteville. And Arkansas, with its punishing ground game, able to get it done today. The rains never came. That's great news. Auburn's defense with a big stand. Do they have another one in them? 3rd and 1 when we return to the Hill. Checking the numbers through 1 quarter of play. Everything benefiting Auburn thus far. 9 first downs. They've been 3 of 4 on 3rd down. Auburn 0-2 on 3rd downs. They've dropped 3 passes.
Arkansas. You know, initially. I got you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get, you know. These are early games.
Well, we're partners up here.
So 3rd and short for Arkansas. Cody Walker in at tailback. They give it to him. And he's got the first down.
He was magnificent. I was here for the spring game, and he was the only running back available pretty much. Nice push up front. Heck of a day that day, and there's a guy that can double not only as a running back, but play as a fullback.
Yeah, they had Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams both held out of that game. Collins with an ankle, Williams to keep him fresh, and wouldn't you know, Jonathan Williams suffers a foot injury before the season even begins. So Cody Walker, the junior from Jefferson City, Missouri, still at tailback, 10th play of the drive. A former Jeff City J. They got Reed in motion, play action, looking to Reed. Nope, downfield, got him, caught, touchdown, Jeremy Sprinkle. 23-yard strike, and the tight ends reigning supreme for the Hogs thus far today.
Excellent execution. Drew Morgan's going to clear this thing out. Sprinkle on an out and up. And once Morgan goes inside, it leaves Sprinkle wide open down the sideline. Easy throw and catch from Brandon Allen to Jeremy Sprinkle.
Convenience store numbers to start for Allen, 7-11. That drive, 10 plays, 60 yards, 4:37 off the clock. And after the Auburn defense made a big stand on third down last possession, they're unable to stop him on third and short with Walker running the ball. That set up this pass play off of play action. Jeremy Sprinkle's first touchdown of the season, the junior from Whitehall. Great return team all season for Auburn, and Arkansas once again staying away from it from the 20-yard line. An opportunity for Jonathan Ford. He's been great. They've moved him up to receive that short kick, and Arkansas still kicked it to him. So the chess game between the two continuing. Here's Barber trying to stretch it. Auburn's run game is really balanced. 45% of the runs go inside the tackle, 55% outside of the tackle. That one 9 yards and just shy of the first down.
Yeah, you see the big fella. He's usually running it between the tackles. The blocks really forced him to go outside with it. Not going to break a lot of them, but he'll chew up 7-8 yards at a time.
He's got 8 touchdowns on the season. Here's Barber again, a first down and more. Into Arkansas territory, gain of 12.
You can run him a lot, and Gus Malzahn told us he gets better as the game progresses. Ball security is a premium. He holds on to the football.
Barber met at the line of scrimmage, turned away that time by Ledbetter. A loss of 1.
Junior college transfer who quickly earned the starting job. Watch him disengage here, just steps right around the block of Johnson, the true freshman. He misses the block. That cost Auburn a few yards.
Second down 11. Gus Malzahn told us last night, he said our offense against Kentucky finally looked like Auburn offense. They converted third downs and they went up tempo. And this pass complete to Ricardo Lewis. Made the grab that time. Jared Collins brings him down, and that will bring up third down.
Yeah, that's a nice open field tackle by Collins, who's undersized at 5'11", 172 pounds, working against Ricardo Lewis, who's 6'2", 215, and has plenty of speed once he breaks a tackle. That could have been lights out and Lewis in the end zone if Collins doesn't make that open field tackle.
Auburn 0 for 4 on third down today. 4-man rush. Pump and go again. Hit! And it's lob. Picked up by Auburn. King just shy of the marker. Dietrich Wise absolutely planted Sean White. It goes for a gain of 4.
Boy, he tees off on Sean White, who pump fakes, holds it a little bit too long. And Dietrich Wise went a little bit high on Sean White.
Greg King able to stick with it, and Auburn will use a timeout here looking at 4th and short. We step away for a timeout. Auburn trying to get back in this one. A key 4th and short coming up.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, and I agree wholeheartedly with this call. They need some momentum.
Kerryon Johnson, direct snap, takes it left side, first down Auburn and more. Kerryon Johnson leaps a man and takes it inside the 20. 19-yard gain on 4th and 2.
It goes right over the top of Jared Collins, trying to close in to get everybody kind of pinned inside. Nice block by Braden Smith, the right guard, to secure the edge for Johnson.
The freshman Johnson still at quarterback. He'll keep it again. Positive yardage once again from Kerryon Johnson, a gain of 4 in the Wildcat. And a little bit of chatting going on afterwards. A little bit of edge to this Auburn team now.
Slammed Kerryon Johnson to the turf. Freshman or not, I'm not going to tolerate that.
Sean White back at quarterback.
Getting a little testy. Well, you run it enough now. Now the play action is in effect. And Ricardo Lewis down at the bottom here. Sure, that's where he may look first.
Peyton Barber just before snap, takes it, can't get away. He's dropped. DeMarcus Hodge, first man to get to him. Brooks Ellis cleans it up, loss of 1.
Yeah, if you're Rob Smith and Brett Bielema, you're thinking small win in this situation. That's just to hold to a field goal attempt here on 3rd down. It's crucial because Gus Malzahn has proven once in this drive that he will go for it on 4th down. A lot of time left, plenty of time left to just get it closer, to manage it on 4th down, and they may try to go for it here again.
They've been better on 4th down than 3rd down today. This is the 13th play of the drive. Davis in motion. Sean White looks in zone. Hit as he throws. Complete. And that first down for Auburn to Gray King, his second big catch on this drive. That one for 9.
Well, you think it's easy to play quarterback? Ask Sean White. Took another shot. Sat in there to the last possible second. And Tywan Johnson just collapses on him. But he still sits in, throws a nice accurate pass to move the chains and give him a 1st and goal situation here.
They're going big. They got Robert Leff at left tackle wearing number 98. Kerryon Johnson back in the Wildcat formation.
Going to the right side here.
Cuts it back. Stops short of the goal line. And with 90 seconds left in this half, Auburn with a humongous opportunity here.
Well, I think the passing. There's a lot of runs in this on this drive for Auburn, but it's the passing and the willingness of Sean White to sit in the pocket into the last possible second, allow receivers to come open, willing to take a shot to deliver the football and move the chains.
15th play of the drive. It started at Auburn's 5 after the interception. White's got it. He may have slipped a little bit as he tried to cut back, and he's kept short. DeMarcus Hodge with the tackle.
Yeah, he's going to wish he handed that one off to Peyton Barber because he'd have walked in the end zone. Chose to keep it when he should have given it off to Barber, and it's an easy touchdown. He stumbles, and it cost Auburn points.
3rd and goal.
4 down territory.
Barber this time. He's in. Auburn with a touchdown on a 95-yard drive for its first score. Wow. 16-play drive for Auburn. Took 6 minutes and 3 seconds. It converted the key 4th and 2.
A lot of factors. A lot of guys contributing in this drive. White completing passes. Barber, Johnson moving the chains in the running game. It's a nice mix.
Extra point is good. Officially a 96-yard drive. Auburn will have the ball to start this second half. We'll hear from Kevin Weidel with Brett Bielema coming up on the SEC Network Halftime Report. Our score 14-7. Auburn back in it. Now let's take you back to the studio with Peter Burns.
Coach, defensively, you pitch a shutout for almost 2 quarters after that last drive, 96 yards. What did Auburn offensively do differently?
Well, we gave up the edge of a short yardage play, and obviously was big on there. Plus, the big thing, offensively, we're doing a good job moving the ball. We can't turn the ball over. That was a momentum swing. That's what they capitalized. Obviously, we got to stop that.
On the ground game today, you're having a lot more success than against Alabama. What's been the difference, and how do you feel about this run game?
I think our plan coming in, we try to get the ball inside and outside. We've hit some plays on the outside perimeter, like one guy away from making a big play happen. We got to come back, keep doing what we did in that first quarter. Defensively, we got to make the stop on 3rd down. Be sure that our edges, they're doing a little bit of tempo with the Wildcat, but we got to make sure our edges are clean.
Thanks, Coach.
As we start the 3rd quarter in Fayetteville, Arkansas scored the first 14 points of the game, but Auburn with a score on its last drive, and for the first half, 101 yards on the ground for Arkansas, only 112 total for Auburn, but 96 of those yards coming on the final drive of the half. They converted a key 4th and 2. 5 first downs for Auburn on that drive alone, only 1 leading into it, and that one came on penalty. So Auburn's got the momentum. Finally, they got the tempo rolling, and they'll get the ball to start the second half.
A couple of chunk plays in there, and when we talked to Rhett Lashlee, he said that once they have a chunk play in a drive, it usually results in a touchdown. The big run by Johnson, all of a sudden on the back end of that, they score a touchdown. I thought Auburn did a heck of a job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage in that drive that got their running game going.
Arkansas has kicked it short a couple of times. This one a little bit deeper. Blake Countess has it go over his head and into the end zone. That's where Arkansas' defense will set up as Auburn comes out on offense. Kevin Waddle had a chance to catch up with Gus Malzahn at the half.
Thanks, Tom. I talked to Coach coming out of half. He talked about Sean White's toughness, and I couldn't agree more. This guy has bounced up for some big hits, continues to battle through drops from wide receivers, a gutsy performance in the first half. I expect more of this. The pocket presence has really stood out to me about Sean White so far in this game.
Yeah, he's proven that he's not afraid to stand in and take a hit. The problem is he's taken a ton of them. 6 of 12 passing, 49 yards. And of the 6 incompletions, 5 of them were drops.
And I mean, legitimate drops where they're hitting receivers right in the hands and fall into the turf.
He's joined by Peyton Barber in the backfield. Here's Barber stretching to the right side. Little stiff arm to the line of scrimmage and no more. J. Michael Winston, the junior from Pritchard, Alabama, the only Alabama native on this Arkansas roster up to make the stop. They'll call it a gain of 1.
Ray Tolliver keeping some nice outside leverage, not allowing Barber to turn the corner. If he gives up outside leverage, Barber's going to turn the corner and pick up a nice gain, able to just string that thing out and force him back into the waiting arms of Winston.
Here's Barber straight ahead, and he rips off an 8-yard gain. Dwayne Eugene with the stop. A little bit of window dressing before that snap.
Yeah, just a lot of movement outside, making you think pass on 2nd and long, and then all of a sudden they go back underneath to Barber.
Barber again.
Why not?
He stuttered for a moment and maybe picked it up.
You know, he's had a heck of a game for Auburn. And these guys don't get much recognition, but Braden Smith, the right guard, they use him to pull. He's done a nice job inside, number 71 right there. He's had one heck of a game, and I think he's the guy that really got this running game jump started for Auburn.
Sophomore from Olathe, Kansas. Kerryon Johnson in at the Wildcat again. He tries to find some room, but nothing there. Gus Malzahn talked to us about it. Rhett Lashlee told us again yesterday this is an Auburn offense that needs chunk plays. So far today, plays of 20 yards or more. Arkansas has 3 of them through the air. Auburn has none.
Chunk plays allow them to play with tempo. They start to wear a defense down. When you are going 3 and out, I don't care how fast you want to go. All you're doing is rushing to punt the football.
Rhett Lashlee told us our goal is 9+. We've only hit 9 once this season. That was last Thursday at Kentucky. Pressure on the rollout complete. He finds his man, Tony Stevens, and an ankle tackle will bring Stevens down after he picked up the first down, a gain of 10.
I'm starting to like the body language of Sean White. Watch him here, the play fake holes, the linebackers. It allows the crosser Stevens to sneak in, find a nice soft spot, and then the timing of the play from White to Stevens, perfect.
4-man rush, able to get to him, but
nice.
They dump it right where that pressure was coming from, and Johnson scrambles for a first down, a gain of 10.
Beat him again with the pressure on Sean White. And watch him just allow the rush to get to him. It pulls the defender in. That clears it out for Johnson, a clean throw, and now the first down.
Arkansas able to sub again. Dietrich Wise comes in at defensive end, trying to chase down Barber. And a hit made after a gain of 5. Rawhand Gaines from a strong safety spot. Senior from Bainbridge, Georgia. First possession of the second half for Auburn. This is the 10th play of the drive. They had a 16-play, 96-yard drive to close the second quarter. The give to Barber. Changes direction behind the line. A big stiff arm, and Barber gets out of bounds after a gain of just 2.
It's just a grown man run right there. Things aren't always clean. They pull Smith around the corner along with Avery Young. And then Barber, sometimes you just got to do it on your own. Nice job of finishing the run.
Only 15 yards in the first quarter, 97 in the second, plagued by drops in the first half. They missed out on their first 5 third-down attempts. They've converted their last 4 to make it 4 for 9 for the day. This is 3rd and 5. White has time. Leaping grab made by Melvin Ray. A first down for Auburn. If they convert those catches in the first half, Auburn has the lead.
They certainly would have moved the ball a lot better, but all of a sudden finding a rhythm is Sean White. And Melvin Ray's helping out.
That one good for 23. Barber tries to go straight ahead. Swallowed up by Carl Rossler and company. A couple more that time for Barber. Chunk play goes on the Auburn side of the ledger after that 23-yard strike to Melvin Ray.
Yeah, you can tell the game's starting to slow down for Sean White.
Freshman from Madison, Alabama. He gives it up. Jason Smith cuts it back, and he's in. Touchdown, Auburn. 9-yard run on the sweep for Jason Smith. The converted quarterback has his first touchdown.
Right now, all the momentum on the side of the Auburn Tigers. Right here, just a speed sweep, nothing pretty about it. They get a nice block out in space, a chop down block that allows Smith to turn the corner. A play very similar to the Arkansas touchdown run by Dominic Reed.
Yeah, just about the exact same look. 13-play, 75-yard drive for Auburn. Gus Malzahn has said he wants the chunk plays. They've only got one of them. It's been death by 1,000 cuts for this Arkansas defense. Another long drive. They're 2 scoring drives covering 29 plays. We're tied at 14, and the Gus bus is rolling.
Yeah, this game has really turned itself around. About 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Auburn, since then, Auburn scored 14 points, 171 yards, a total offense, and have run 29 plays. Arkansas, they've run just 1 play.
Wow.
So total domination since about 6.5 minutes in the second quarter.
Whoa! DJ Dean threw on the brakes a foot shy of the inline. He was itching to bring it out. Here's Alex Collins, who's able to pick up 3. Big picture, who survives the West?
I think it's Alabama. You know, I think once they solidified the quarterback position and Jacob Coker gaining confidence week in and week out, it's all going to come down to that night against LSU. But right now, I like the way Alabama's playing. And because of how they play defensively, they are built to stop what LSU does. And it'll be a tough ball game. I like Alabama in that one. Long way away, though.
They give it up on the jet sweep. This is Damon Mitchell, and he picks up 4. We've had the opportunity to talk with a couple coaches on their next game after Alabama, and it's a repeated refrain.
Yeah.
The awe of Alabama's front 7 and the respect the coordinators have for what Alabama's able to do defensively.
I'll tell you, they're not the same after, once they play Alabama. They're a little beaten up. I'll be interested to see just how Texas A&M is tonight against Ole Miss, and take Ole Miss's game after they played and beat Alabama. They weren't the same the next week.
No, they struggled in a win against Vandy. 3rd and 3 now. Auburn's got some momentum. Can they get a stop defensively? Good penetration. Collins spins his way to a first down and a fresh set for Arkansas. Let's check in with Kevin.
Tom, you talked about Alabama's front 7. They are littered with NFL talent. You're talking the front line, Jerron Reed, A'Shawn Robinson, Jonathan Allen, the defensive end, very underrated. And then behind that, backed up by Reggie Ragland, a 250-pound linebacker with great instincts, a lot of range. I think you look at those 4 guys potentially in top 75 picks in this year's draft.
Well, Ragland's certainly a playmaker. The play caller of that defense has a lot of responsibility.
Raleigh Williams in a tailback for Arkansas. They go play action. Good coverage downfield. Allen hits his man on a comeback route. Dominic Reed. He's got an Arkansas first down. Working against Tim Irvin. 19-yard gain.
And look at Rossi, the freshman down the middle initially. Took his eyes there and then went outside. When it was covered, he comes outside to Dominic Reed, who did a nice job of pushing the corner off, selling the 9 route, and then snapping it off, coming back down the stem for his quarterback, Brandon Allen. Boy, that was well executed.
And pardon me, that was Jonathan Jones on the coverage. Irvin eventually had the tackle. High formation now. Toss. Room. Whoa, big hit. And a flag coming in. Might be targeting Jonathan Ford.
And there's 2 that were there, Ford as well as McKenzie, kind of show up at the same time. So I'm not sure who they're going to call this on.
Personal foul, face mask, number 8 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Casanova McKenzie got flagged. That's the first penalty against Auburn this game. Brandon Allen at quarterback, Alex Collins at tailback. The result of the play was a first down on the face mask penalty. They go to Dominic Reed, and Reed jumps out of bounds just shy of the marker, gain of 8.
Yeah, when you catch a team that flows as quickly as Auburn does defensively, what do? You run some misdirection, so you get them started one way. They bring Reed around on a little flip from Brandon Allen. All of a sudden, you're 1 step out of position. That allows him to turn the corner and pick up 9 yards. Here, Brandon Allen should be thinking ball security. You got points in your back pocket. Take care of the football on this end of the field.
Collins with a first down. A little bit more, trying to power his way through. Gain of 6. That'll set up first and goal for Arkansas.
You talked about Jonathan Williams and what his leadership means to this Arkansas program. Well, I think one guy it rubbed off on was this kid here, Alex Collins, a lot more mature this season and taking on a lot more responsibility on this in terms of an offensive load. And he's just playing with a lot of passion that I don't know that we've seen in previous years.
Anthony Antoine in motion. Toss to Collins. He's got a convoy in front of him. Fullback gets the block and he's in. Chris Jones paved the way. A 7-yard touchdown plunge for Alex Collins.
He kept waiting on Big Denver Kirkland to pick up somebody. He didn't need to. Collins had enough speed to do it on his own. You get 55 pulling. He's out in front. Tretola kicks back. And now you got the fullback, Collins. There's nobody there to block for Denver Kirkland. What a nice response to Auburn's scoring drive to tie this thing up. Arkansas had really been kind of treading in mud a little bit offensively, and now they put together a nice drive of their own.
And so Arkansas back in front.
We'll see 55 Kirkland pull out. Tretola gets a nice block. Fullback lead, and really nobody for the 2 of them to block. He's holding up the 2 deuces for the youngster, Raleigh Williams, who just went out.
Lane Sailing to kick it away. Blake Countess is deep. Arkansas has mixed it up. A couple of deep kicks and a few short ones. Concern about the Auburn return game. Countess hesitated. Caught his blocker, decided to come out. He's got the sideline, and he tiptoes his way down. Nice return for Blake Countess. And it's a huge game here in Fayetteville. And Arkansas has a touchdown lead on Auburn as we head to the 4th. The numbers show, Arkansas has let more than a few slip away in late and close situations under Brett Bielema. This year against Texas A&M, they led by 8 in the fourth quarter. They lost by a touchdown. Last year in Columbia, Missouri, the Tigers won the SEC East by coming from behind, down 8, won by 7. Alabama, they led, lost by 1 in a 14-13 game in the rain. A&M, they're up 2 scores, lost by a touchdown. This is a key fourth quarter for Arkansas, a team that needs to get it going and win 4 out of their last 6 to be bowl eligible. Leading by a touchdown as we start the fourth. To the edge again and hauled in by Ricardo Lewis. Good hands after early drops. Gain of 13.
This drive starting to resemble the one right before halftime where they're running the football. Sean White got a hot hand, completed a couple of passes, and they were able to move it.
Barber to midfield. +1. Gain of 4. Sean White is the new quarterback for Auburn. He started the game just 2 of 8 with 5 drops mixed in. Since then, 11 of 13.
He's been accurate with the ball, and more importantly, those receivers of his, Melvin Ray and Ricardo Lewis, they're holding on to the football.
Here's Barber. Thrown for a loss. Bijan Jackson found him in the backfield and threw him down for 4 yards the wrong way.
You know, and he came out of high school. He's a young player who's played a lot as a true freshman, beats the block, recognizes things, and then disengages. And he was the ESPN #1 prospect in the state of Arkansas coming out of high school, El Dorado High School. Big guy at 6'2", 325 with good quickness inside.
It leaves 3rd and 10. Pretty ball caught. Jason Smith hauls it in.
I tell you, they can collapse in the pocket. Sean White stands in there and throws the prettiest ball of this game so far. Dropped it right on Jason Smith in stride, and Arkansas threatening to tie this thing up.
They're getting chunk plays. That one for 46 yards.
Remember the weakness of that defense right in the middle. Nobody got a hand on Jason Smith.
Kerryon Johnson in a tailback. Petway the fullback. Quarterback keeps it. And inside the 5 for a gain of 3 goes Sean White. Second and goal. Auburn hasn't thrown a touchdown pass since the LSU game when Jeremy Johnson hooked up with Duke Williams. That was back on September 19th.
You got Lewis at the top. You could just give it to him.
They fake the jet sweep, give it to Barbie straight ahead, and he picks up 2. That'll set up 3rd and goal.
He's so strong. The reason why I say that, Lewis at 6'2", 215, if you just put the ball in his hands at the top, now it's just he in the corner. Let's just see who wins that matchup.
11th play of the drive.
A different look here with Lewis going to the sideline.
Barber jukes, powers. He's at the line, but short.
Decision time. And he gets turned right as he's trying to gain momentum to go in. Ledbetter in there helping out. They turn him, and that's what keeps him out of the end zone. Can't extend the football. Gus Malzahn going to send the heavies in to go for it here.
Oh, they're going big now. Jeremy Johnson in at quarterback. Everybody bunched up. Johnson leans forward and falls in. All 6 feet 5 of them. And we're a pending extra point away from a tie game with 6:54 left.
That's keeping him plugged into a football game. You never know when your number is going to be called. They said they prepare him each and every week as though he's going to be the starter. Nice show of sportsmanship there. Sean White coming over to congratulate Jeremy Johnson. But he works extremely hard. Has gotten some of his confidence back in practices and starting to look like the old Jeremy Johnson again.
You thought of Auburn as a quick strike offense with chunk plays. Their touchdown drives have gone 96 yards, 75 yards, and now 93 yards. With Jeremy Johnson returning to the fold and taking it in from a yard out, we are tied in Fayetteville. We go back to the very beginning of this game, Andre. This game's so important for both programs. Arkansas needs to win 4 of 6 to get to a bowl. Auburn still hoping for a great bowl and what's been an up and down season. This could be a momentum win for the Tigers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we talked about chunk plays, plays of 20 yards or more, and how Auburn would push the gas to make that happen against Arkansas's defense. Well, they've done exactly that.
They go with the end around again. Damon Mitchell on this sweep, and he's taken down at the 40 by Blake Countess. A 15-yard jet sweep.
Nice call. They once again take advantage of an aggressive defense coming up the field. Sprinkle with a nice edge block to get Mitchell outside and out leverage the defense. Turns it up for a first down. That's a nice job or a nice way to start this drive.
$97-yard day for Collins. To throw. Allen deep down the sideline. Batted away. What a play by Carlton Davis, rejecting Dominic Reed.
Yeah, that's a true freshman on the outside, and you see exactly why Will Muschamp holds him in such high regard. Hard to get on the field as a true freshman for Will Muschamp. You have to earn his trust. And Davis, with great size, speed, at 6'1", 190 pounds, he can run with receivers. Very well, had great position there to make that play.
148 yards allowed through the air by Auburn today. Much better than their season average. That incompletion leaves Arkansas with 2nd and 10. 4:08 to go. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They set up the screen. Collins has a ton of room. And he trickles across the sideline after a gain of 21. Well-designed play.
Excellent job by Brandon Allen, the quarterback. Watch him just invite the rush. Freeze it right there. Look at all this. All the congestion inside. And now here's Alex Collins right there. Just a nice, easy flip of the football. Now you got a convoy of blockers, but credit Auburn for squeezing that thing towards the sideline, taking away the running room for Alex Collins. Otherwise, he's going to getting ready to turn on some speed and get to the end zone.
Clock at 1:40 and counting. Full complement of timeouts remaining for Auburn. Sprinkle. Now the leading back for Collins. And he gets touched from behind and maybe gets forward for a couple. Timeout taken by Auburn.
Yeah, still in no hurry. And
Timeout Auburn, the first timeout of the half.
1:24 remaining in this key conference showdown. Auburn 21, Arkansas 21. Tom Hart with Andre Ware, Kevin Weidel. We set up for the home stretch here midway through the season. This one's coming down to the last couple of minutes. 1:24 to go.
If I'm Brandon Allen, and this is how I thought as a player as well, let's put this baby in the end zone. This is my message to the offensive unit right now. We don't want to involve the kicker in this situation. When we have it in our hands and we have the ability to go take care of it ourselves. Leave him on the sideline. Let's go finish this thing. We started it. Let's go finish it.
Headland, a redshirt freshman from Argyle, Texas, may get the opportunity. Allen wants the crowd to quiet down. What does Brett Bielema have dialed up here?
A whole lot of Alex Collins, I'm thinking.
70% of their play calls thus far in this drive have been on the ground, primarily Alex Collins. Morgan, number 80, splits out to the top. The fullback is Chris Jones. Here's Collins. Dances, bounces, motors, moves, and he's able to power his way for a gain of 6 That will leave 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and another message, if I'm Brandon Allen, I'm telling Collins, you don't remind him that he's put it on the ground, but hey, let's secure the football in this situation.
Don't put the negative thought in his head.
Don't put the negative thought in his head, but you have to emphasize, hold on to the football.
Auburn takes another timeout. They have 1 remaining, 1:16 to go here in Fayetteville. Collins 104 yards on the day. High formation behind his fullback Chris Jones. Here he is, left side. Collins held short. That same play again. They try to bring Antwine in to throw that crackback block. 3rd time they've run the play, and that time no gain. 4th and 4. On to attempt the go-ahead field goal is the redshirt freshman Cole Headland. His long is 27. This would be from 25. Parade All-American in high school. Did not win the job last year. Forced to redshirt. A difficult season for the celebrated Headland. This one is good, and Arkansas is in front with 1:07 to go.
Oh, what a heck of a drive, and you needed to chew up some clock. Brett Bielema, Dan Enos, the offensive coordinator, they turn and ride the shoulders of Alex Collins, and then hear the kicker delivering for you. Never wanted to get to that situation if I'm the quarterback of a football team, but sometimes you just have to have them come through for you, and Headland does exactly that.
They have a kicker who's been tremendous. He has a 56-yarder to his credit this season. They don't need a ton of yards to get within his range, and there's barely a breeze today.
That's why you take this one. If you can kick it out of the end zone, get it out of the end zone. You don't want to return, and then all of a sudden you're shortening the field, a big play, and it's game on.
This kick taken in the end zone. Chance to bring it out. Jonathan Ford cuts back at the 20. Carries it out to the 25, and the pile will push him for a few more. Never move. There it goes. White, pressure, flush. Dropped, and the ball's loose. Scooped up by Arkansas. There's been no whistle.
Go down.
Ruled a fumble on the field. Arkansas with the recovery. You could see the referee toss his beanbag in the backfield.
Moving on the field is a fumble by the quarterback, recovered by Arkansas. The previous play was under further review.
And if this stands, it's game over. I thought Sean White was trying to throw the football here. Moves around, and it's right here is where it's determined. I think that's a fumble. This play may stand. The arm never really started to come forward. It came up, but it didn't come forward.
Beenum and Ledbetter converged on him. Dietrich Wise was the man who finally wisely picked up the loose ball. There were a couple Auburn players standing there just watching it.
After review, the quarterback's arm was moving forward before the ball came loose. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. Ball will be returned to the previous spot where it will be 2nd down.
They're not out of the woods yet. Now what do you have drawn up if you're Auburn? You've had a hard time getting plays off against just a 4-man rush from Arkansas. White over the middle. Lewis with the grab. They'll stop it to move the chains. Auburn will get on the ball after a 20-yard completion.
And this is where you set yourself up to clock the football.
Game clock at 19. 2 seconds run off for the spike. And they're another completion away from field goal range for Daniel Carlson. Nice leaping grab by Ricardo Lewis.
Yeah, where did I say where they couldn't allow the pass right over the middle? Waited out. Ricardo Lewis crossing the middle of the field. And once he catches it and it's a 1st down, they're going to have an opportunity to clock it and save some time.
They need about 10 yards to be in field goal range. Sideline. Lewis got it again. 10 seconds left. Malzahn says clock it again. That one went for 28.
Yeah, and he's going to have to kick it once they clock it. I'm not sure he's going to have a chance to go throw one to the end zone.
Oh, Ricardo Lewis, you never cease to amaze. Daniel Carlson is the only kicker in the FBS this year with 3 field goals over 51 yards. He tied a school record of 3 50-yarders against Kentucky. His long this season, 56. He's hit on 9 of 12. This would be from 41. And to tie the game. Kicks away clean. And it's good. With 4 seconds left, Daniel Carlson ties it up from 41 yards out.
Unbelievable.
He has silenced the building.
See Dan Skipper, who's blocked 3. Can't get, high enough. And there's Gus Malzahn coming through.
Last gasp for Arkansas to avoid overtime. Takes a high hop. Hogs. See the clock run out. Dwayne Eugene returned it to the 35. We've got free football in Fayetteville. Auburn and Arkansas tied at 24. We get set for overtime. Second overtime for each team this season. Sean White and Auburn with the ball at the 25-yard line. Peyton Barber will join him in the backfield. Barber has room. Huge hole. And he takes it all the way to the 10 on the first play. 15-yard gain for Peyton Barber.
Well, a nice block by Petway, the fullback or the H-back in front of Barber, opening a nice hole.
First and goal. Barber again hesitates. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line.
All you got to do is follow 36 Petway. He's the guy that's doing the work. And Auburn still feeding off that momentum of regulation.
And tempo again. Barber's in. 3 plays. 3 cuts from Barber. And Auburn has the lead.
Unreal. Having to throw the ball to get themselves in position for the Carlson field goal. They were able to finesse their way down the field. And then here in overtime, we're not going to mess around. Let's just turn around, give it to Peyton Barber, and let him do his thing. 3 runs, excellent blocking up front by Petway. And Auburn about to take a 7-point lead.
Extra point good from Daniel Carlson. First lead of the game for Auburn occurs in overtime. Ha!
This grown man run.
So Arkansas now. And remember, Alex Collins on that last run attempt late in the 4th quarter came up a little bit gimpy on his ankle. They go to him here. Tries to cut back and gets swallowed up by Montravius Adams.
Arguably their best run stopper inside. He's a big active guy, just under 300 pounds. You see him there disengage. Ragnow, the right guard, to make a play on Collins.
It was a gain of 2. Dominic Reed splits out right. Morgan to the bottom of your screen. Here comes Reed. They fake the sweep. They want to throw. Allen goes right back to Dominic Reed, and he can't pull it in. Ruled incomplete. That will leave 3rd and 8.
Thinking about running, Tom, before you secure the catch. It's been so easy for him most of the afternoon, and can't handle that one. His eyes were down the field before he secured it. Watch here. It's in the open field. He's already looking towards the goal line.
Third down and 8. Arkansas needs a score to stay alive. Play clock is at 5. They're moving slow. Henry motions. It's at 1. They get it off. Allen over the middle. There's his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's good for a first down. That's a pretty nice safety valve.
Well, he's had a nice game. Started the game thinking heavy. Tight end. Sprinkle caught a touchdown pass. Henry was involved in the passing game early. Right there, nice job of in zone coverage, finding a soft spot and showing the 8 and the 4 to the quarterback. Nice, easy throw for Brandon Allen.
Let's see if they have a game between Allen and Morgan. Morgan thinks he's open already. Give it to him on the sweep. Morgan turns it upfield and gets walloped as he came across the 10-yard line.
And I thought he should have turned up a little bit faster. He went outside when the block was telling him to go inside right here. Go ahead and turn up a little bit earlier with Sprinkle and Jonathan Ford able to come over there and help out.
Home crowd thought it was a hog collar. He had him around the neck, not the shoulder pads.
Yeah, they thought it was actually a face mask as well.
Here's that crackback. They faked the sweep. He was open for a moment, and now out to Collins. And Collins gets taken down by Chris Frost. They had Damon Mitchell for just a hiccup open in the end zone.
And that's open. I mean, Mitchell's going to sneak through, and he'll be open right in the back of the end zone, and it's right off the fake. Right about here. Now, freeze it. That's open. That's open. That is a touchdown if you just let it go.
So 3rd and 3. They need the 3-yard line for a fresh set of downs. They're going to empty the backfield. Allen's run it a few times today. Stops, pops, and incomplete. Through the hands of Morgan. That'll leave 4th down. Carlton Davis, a freshman, with a monster day for Auburn.
Boy, has he had a game or what? Nice pressure in the face of Brandon Allen, forcing him to come up, and then who's it making a play on the back end? Number 18 once again, Carlton Davis. What a player, what a talent. In situations like this earlier in the game, they've given Brandon Allen the option to run. So he'll be coming left here with a short sprint out.
Straight drop, end zone, caught, touchdown, Arkansas, Drew Morgan.
What a throw and what a catch. And sometimes in critical situations, you just have to find, somebody has to make a play. And that's what Brett Bielema told us yesterday. We have to have guys at big moments in a game that are willing to step up and make a play. And he pointed to Drew Morgan. Remember, he was one of our impact players coming into this game.
Cole Hedlund for the extra point to tie it. Going to a second overtime. Drew Morgan just a couple plays ago dropped a pass that would have given him a first down on that great coverage by Carlton Davis. He rebounded for a big play.
Yeah, nice job here. It's just a crossing route where it's tough to cover all the way across the formation. A nice accurate throw by Brandon Allen.
Cody Walker will be a tailback to start this second overtime. He empties. Out to the screen. Mitchell wants to throw back. He's got Allen. He's got the sideline. Here we go. We having fun yet. Damon Mitchell, and we got a flag on the play down at the 20. And Allen's coming up limping.
Yeah, and it may be a lineman downfield.
There's no foul for an ineligible receiver downfield. The forward pass was behind the line. First down.
Great call. You'll see here, watch Mitchell make sure he was behind the line of scrimmage. And he throws back. And Allen's behind, so everything's good to go.
Yeah, behind the line of scrimmage was the key. Well, Brandon Allen really favoring that left leg.
Fighting through maybe an ankle.
His little brother Austin is the backup. Nearly mishandled the snap. Walker through the left side. Powers inside the 5. First and goal, Hogs. Gain of 11.
Oh, he burst through there like Barber did on his 3 carries. I mean, straight downhill. You're right. Almost lost the quarterback-center exchange, but Cody Walker gets a full head of steam, and it's not until players on the 3rd level, the Carlton Davises on the back end, are able to bring him down. Oh, what a spring game Cody Walker had when we were here. Basically the only back, and had a lot of carries in that ball game. They knew they could lean on him if need be, and here he is at an important part in their season.
They love the tight end in this situation. Inside the 5, Allen will give it to Walker. He is in! Touchdown, Arkansas, Cody Walker.
Nothing tricky about this. Let's turn around and let Chris Jones lead Cody Walker. He gets pushed. Tretola gets some push. They open it up. And Cody Walker powers his way into the end zone.
Cole Hedlund to make it a 7-point advantage. It is back and forth the game. Continues, the pendulum swings back to Arkansas here to start overtime number 2. Barber lost the football. Sean White able to pounce on it.
That's going to subtract about 2 yards with that loss of him losing the ball. See it here, just continuing to fight. Ball comes out, and it goes backwards about 2 yards. So instead of about a 4-yard gain, it's about a 2-yard gain.
Wide receiver screen. A little bit of room and a nice run by Tony Stevens. And a first down.
Just playing a bit too soft in coverage for my liking. A little more aggressive. Even the drive that led to the Carlson field goal to send it in overtime. Just played a little bit too soft and allowed big chunks of yards by this Auburn offense.
We haven't seen much of the Wildcat late in this game. Auburn has done it behind the quarterbacking of Sean White. Barber stood up, stopped after a gain of 1. Josh Liddell, the first man there. Second down, 9. White pumps, hesitates, fires, complete, short of the marker to Jason Smith. That'll set up 3rd and short.
Yeah, and they'll go to Barber here on 3rd down and short, just to pick up the first down, which is right about the 5-yard line. They're just outside of it. Why not turn around and make sure you pick up the first down here, give yourself a fresh set of downs to try to get in the end zone to take this to a 3rd overtime.
What an emotional ride for these Arkansas fans today. Up, down, back up again. Hanging on every play, 3rd and 1. Here's Barber. First down carry, still churning. And he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Dwayne Eugene with the tackle, gain of 4.
Has he been a weapon today? Especially in short yardage situations, they could rely on Peyton Barber.
Barber again. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn. He just kind of crested the wave of bodies right outside the goal line and got over the top and in.
From here, faked the sweep to Ricardo Lewis. And Barber just extends and gets himself able to just touch the goal line. That's enough for it to be ruled a touchdown.
An extra point will send us to overtime number 3. Daniel Carlson, the kicker. Hit a 41-yarder to force overtime. Made it a little more interesting than it should have been. Sneaks it inside the left upright on a line drive. Back to the script and back to the drawing board for Gus Malzahn. This is Ricardo Lewis. And he takes it down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 8. Dre Greenlaw with the stop. Not just the defenses, but guys like Peyton Barber. 32 carries today for Peyton Barber.
Over 100 yards. He's had an excellent game. I think Ricardo Lewis really kind of turning his day around as well. A couple of drops and then able to really come through on the final drive to get him to overtime.
Chandler Cox in at fullback, trying to lead the way for Barber. Needed a long 2 for the first down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in on the tackle. They're going to spot that one just on the outer edge of the 15-yard line. That was going to leave 3rd and inches. Remember, they ran Jeremy Johnson on a quarterback sneak at the goal line.
Yeah.
Johnson stays on the sideline here.
Rob Smith electing to get a little bit more bulk up front. Maybe give some of these guys a rest.
Auburn needs inches. They get yards. Wow, a scrambling run from Peyton Barber. He picks up 6 on his 34th carry of the afternoon.
Well, he is definitely the definition of a north-south runner. There's no wasted movement to his game. It's get in behind the line, that big offensive line, find a soft spot, and then he accelerates. He's not gonna, we mentioned this, he's not gonna break a lot of 50-yard runs, but he'll get you a lot of 15s every once in a while, 20-yard runs.
And first and goal for Auburn. Barber straight ahead, nifty move, and he drags men with him to the 1-yard line. A 9-yard run from Peyton Barber, set up by the misdirection of the jet sweep, and now tempo again.
You can see he's still packing a punch this late in the game.
They fake the handoff to Lewis. Barber again. He's in again. His 3rd touchdown in overtime. And Arkansas will have to go for 2. Be interesting if they go tempo here for 2. Now they're going to slow it down. Get the right play call in.
Yeah. Really no rush here. You want to make sure you have the perfect play called if you're Gus Malzahn. The coach is trying to rally their teams right here. They know how big this 2-point conversion is.
Brett Bielema is wondering why the play clock was never running. They have plenty of time to put their play call together from the left hash. Davis in motion. They roll the pocket. White looks back left. Wide open. 2-point conversion for Melvin Ray.
Well, what a heck of a job and a play call by Gus Malzahn.
Here's Arkansas needing 8 to extend the game. Play action. Allen's got plenty of room. Great catch by his tight end, Hunter Henry. It's a pickup of 6.
I tell you, neither team will flinch. Henry just outflanking the defense because of the play fake. Just give it to him. Making a nice grab. That's thrown behind Hunter Henry. Had to make a nice adjustment to reel the ball in.
Cody Walker is the tailback. Quickly to Morgan, trying to make a man miss. Stiff arm and then some. He shoves Jonathan Jones down and able to pick up 7.
He's showing some toughness. This is a play they worked on this week, and it's just identified between the quarterback and the receiver. There's a signal given, and everything else is off. Everybody else thinks the play that's called in the huddle is still run. You get Drew Morgan out in space like that, it's a signal between he and Brandon Allen. They give it to him and just allow him to work one-on-one against the corner.
On first down, play action again. Allen looking end zone, lobs it. Too strong. Going back to the option pass and the audible to Drew Morgan, the silent audible, if you will. Brett Bielema got that from Joe Philbin years ago when he was the offensive coordinator with the Packers. He said our #1 play was just a 2-man game between Brett Favre and Donald Driver. Do whatever you want, 2 guys on the same page.
Yeah, and our offense at Houston, when the run and shoot, that's what I would come to the line of scrimmage and look for, an uncovered slot or a corner playing off deep. And it was just a thunder or lightning call. You snap it, the offensive line actually got the call as well, and they knew to block quick protection.
You're going to go back to Morgan here. Nope, Walker. Shoved out of bounds after a gain of 3 by Jonathan Ford. We're in the 3rd overtime. Arkansas needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to keep the game going. Brandon Allen looks in zone, fires just a bit short, and that'll be short of the first down marker. Drew Morgan had the catch. 4th down. Remember, Morgan converted a 4th down to a touchdown. The end of the 2nd overtime. 4th and 2. Cody Walker, the running back. Arkansas needs a conversion to stay alive. The pitch to Walker. First down, touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion away from tying it.
That injury to Jonathan Jones allowed for a little more time for Dan Enos to really think through the play call. They go inside, they catch Lambert, the defensive end, out of position. He gives up leverage, and that allowed Cody Walker to get himself into the end zone.
All right, what do you like for a 2-point conversion?
Well, I think it's something where you're moving the quarterback, give him an option to run or throw it. And they look like they're going to go strong to the right side. Yeah, especially now with Hunter Henry resetting over.
Favorite receiver Morgan comes in motion. Allen will roll right, looking for Morgan. Caught up in traffic, throws back. It is caught. He found Sprinkle. Another overtime. His first option was blanketed. No chance to get it to Morgan. And then Sprinkle just barely came free.
Boy, just refusing to lose in this situation. I mean, everybody's covered, and then you just got to glue one on a receiver, and he finds Sprinkle on the back shoulder.
Fourth overtime forthcoming. Arkansas has a history of doing this. Ole Miss in 01, they played a 7 overtime thriller. In 02 at Tennessee, I was at that one. 6 overtimes won, but lost by a field goal, and then 7 overtimes at Kentucky in 2003. This is the first 4 overtime game for Auburn since 1996 against Georgia.
It's just been a nice football game to watch.
So overtime number 4 starts with Arkansas at the helm. Allen is able to find Morgan. He's free. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Playmakers.
That's what he is. I mean, a quick drop, a quick out. You miss a tackle, and a guy with speed like Drew Morgan will make you pay. Extends for the pylon and gets himself in. What a play.
He dropped one on 3rd and 3 in the first overtime. He came back for a touchdown reception on 4th down.
You know what I like there? The location of the football. It's on the outside shoulder, away from the defender who's trying to undercut it, and that's partly why he missed the tackle. The momentum was going for the football rather than making sure I'm going to make an open field tackle.
Now they must go for 2 once again. Morgan will come into the backfield. They fake the handoff. Allen's got Walker. Finds him. 2 more.
That's with a cast on. How about that with a big cast on? Sweet hands by the big fella, the junior Cody Walker. You see here the fake, the short roll. Cody Walker releasing underneath. Made it look easy.
Sean White at quarterback. Into the crowd. Barber picks up 1.
This is where you got to get together and you're deep with your defense. Rob Smith, the coordinator, before they took the field here. Hey, the message, we need to stop. I don't care how we get it. Force a ball out, interception, a fumble. We got to get off the field. Our offense did their job. Now it's time for us to do ours.
White, deep. Lewis, off his fingertips.
Oh, boy. Play was there to be made. Lewis started the game like this. Sean White, another accurately thrown ball. That should be a touchdown catch. Don't tell me about the difficulty of it. The ball's right there. Quarterback's accurate with it. You got to make that catch.
3rd down, 9. Overtime number 4. White deep again. Knocked away. Jared Collins with the coverage on Tony Stevens.
Kind of surprised at the play call on 3rd down when you're just needing to get about 6 of it for 4th down where you don't come back and it's 4th and long. And an almost impossible situation here. So I'm thinking get at least half of it to put yourself in a manageable situation there to move the chains.
Last chance for Auburn.
Maybe a run to Barber would have done it. Not in this case.
Incomplete. Arkansas holds on. Arkansas wins it in 4 overtimes. Josh Liddell had the coverage on the final play.
What a ball game.
Let's go down to the field, Kevin.
Thanks, Tom. Coach, I'm emotionally drained. 4 overtimes. How you feeling?
Then we got some conditioning in, but our guys, you know, they've been doing a great job of being resilient. We talked about just playing one day at a time to get to where we need to be, and obviously it was one play at a time today.
You talked about it, one of the slogans coming in. Any player, any given moment can make a difference. Guy Cody Walker hasn't played since week 2. Was a big piece of the puzzle in overtime.
He was. Fresh legs, came in, handled the ball very, very well. I give a lot of credit to our offensive staff, really our defense staff. I know we gave up points, but with 3 or 4 overtimes, it's hard not to do that.
Quarterback, senior quarterback, Brandon Allen delivers key moments, couple 4th downs, 2-point conversion. What do you feel about his performance today?
He's a gutsy kid. He's really fought and battled through a lot of perseverance, and to get a win at home for that. And the great thing is we got 5 more games together. Hopefully we get 1 more after that. But I couldn't be more proud of our guys. great fans, you know, to get out here today and weather it with an early game. It's been awesome.
Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
54-46, a shootout here in Fayetteville. Last play, Sean White had it denied by Liddell.
A nice play there, just coming through the receiver to get a portion of the ball and knock it away. And Arkansas just refusing to quit in this ball game. Both teams, hats off to both teams in this one for one heck of a performance.
Thriller here today. Arkansas is able to hold on after building an early lead, letting it slip away and come back to make big play after big play. Our final score in 4 overtimes, Arkansas 54, Auburn 46. Coming up next, more college football will take you to Nashville for Mizzou and Vandy. Now, Dave Neal and Matt Stinchcomb in Nashville, Tennessee.